What's wrong with this picture? Many people think of the University of Oklahoma when they hear the words Boomer Sooner, but there is another part of our Oklahoma heritage that shouldn't be forgotten. Boomers and Sooners are our ancestors, and to preserve history, we must not forget the truth of our past. Many people believe that Boomers were the settlers who entered Oklahoma Territory at the official time, but the word actually refers to a few prominent citizens led by David L. Payne, who campaigned for the opening of the lands now known as Oklahoma. Boomers came about 1870 and were the ones fighting to open up the unassigned land for settlement. They went into the unclaimed territory to survey for towns, yet some Boomers planted crops and built houses on the land, attempting to stake a claim before it was legally open for settlement. The U.S. government continued to resist opening the lands for some time, and at one point even resorted to sending troops. It was the soldiers from Fort Reno who extracted David Payne and the Boomers. The Fort Reno soldiers were also assigned to keep order along the outer boundaries. Finally, the U.S. government authorized settlement, though they did not honor the squatters' rights of the Boomers. The land was to be settled by a land run on April 22, 1889. Before the land run, claimants began to illegally sneak onto the territory and stake out land. Even though legislation known as the Sooner Clause prohibited this action, many people ignored the law and became known as Sooners. Some Sooners snuck onto the land the night before the land run and tried to appear legitimate. This caused many disputes. Therefore, the name Sooner had a negative connotation and was a shameful term. It wasn't until 1908 when the University of Oklahoma approved the term Sooners as the mascot of the football team, and the term began to become an esteemed term. Later, Oklahoma became known as the Sooner State. Today, when we hear the term Boomer Sooner, we instantly think of OU and the pride we have for our state. But we must not forget the history behind these terms and what our ancestors went through to settle this great state. Is this a great state or what?